Hello YouTube and welcome to another GV anime review. Today I am both very excited and very frightened at the same time. Today I am reviewing my most anticipated anime of summer 2018, Happy Sugar Life. Now if you haven't seen Happy Sugar Life, then I strongly advise you to stop this video and go watch the anime. I am going to tell spoilers in this review, but even without those, you should still go watch Happy Sugar Life. This is one of those animes where the less you know about it, the better and more memorable your experience will be. Describing the story of this anime is very difficult since it is a psychological fuckfest. That is why I am just going to read the synopsis given on my anime list. This is a shivering, pure love psycho horror story of a girl named Sato Matsusaka who has someone she likes. She experiences a sweet feeling when she encounters her and thought it must be love. Everything will be forgiven as long as she protects this feeling, even if she tricks, commits crimes, steals, or even kills, she thought. Writing this review for Happy Sugar Life wasn't actually easy because of the gigantic fuckfest that this anime is. I'm not even going to try to divide this review in positive and negative because it is almost impossible. There were things that, when I was watching the anime, really grossed me the fuck out. But now, in hindsight, really added to the anime and the whole psychological nightmare that it was. Starting with our main character, Sato. Just to be clear, I hate Sato. I truly despise her character, and although this was only my first experience with a yandere, it confirmed what I already knew and that I really don't like yanderes. Now, despite that she is a total psycho bitch who got what she deserved, there is one thing that I have to admit that I admired about her, being her ability of manipulation. Sato knew exactly how the human spirit worked and how she could take advantage of its weaknesses. That was something that I was actually impressed by. She knew exactly what she had to say to make people do what she wanted, except for one person, which made this anime take a little detour via Shock City. And expanding to the entire cast, every character in this anime, except for the one, was bad shit crazy. We rolled from one freak into the next, and throwing all these characters who either had a lobotomy or really needed one into one story made that Happy Sugar Life was just crazy overall. Happy Sugar Life was overall a bad shit crazy anime, but I have to congratulate the studio Isola for putting it well together. The entire picture of this anime was right. It was the combination of the crazy characters with the dark animation style, the cliffhangers, the dark themes and the plot twists that made Happy Sugar Life one of the most disturbing animes that I have seen till today. And disturbing in a good way, not in a way like an over-the-top gore or rape or anything like that, but in a way that made me sit at the edge of my seat when watching it. And this review wouldn't be complete without talking about two scenes in particular. The first one, you all know which one it is. I even made a reaction video the morning after because I just had to ventilate how I felt about the end of that episode. The death scene of Shoko is officially one of the most fucked up and sickening scenes ever, or at least the ones that I have seen. My mind was just blank when that scene was shown. I felt sick to my stomach, thought that I was going to throw up, and officially wished that Sato would die. Shoko was by far my favorite character in Happy Sugar Life. She was the only non-crazy character in this anime, and I was totally shipping her romance with Asahi. And just the way how the scene was done, the slow, agonizing death phase of Shoko that we got to see in full detail with the life slowly disappearing from her eyes that lasts for fucking 3 minutes. Honestly, I felt like crying out of frustration, and I felt empty at the end of the episode. Also, the fact that they had to revisit that in the final episode, when we saw Shoko's corpse sitting on that chair, giving me a shimmer of hope that she might have survived and was taken captive, made that scene one that I will never be able to forget. Talking about the final episode, the way how Happy Sugar Life was concluded perfectly summarizes the entire anime, since no one gets a happy ending. The fact that Shio survives and is reunited with Asahi might seem like a good thing, but she has been so brainwashed by Sato that she will never be truly happy in her life, and she feels no connection whatsoever with her brother. So the rest of their lives will be nothing more than pain and misery. So as a conclusion, Happy Sugar Life belongs to that very select group of animes that were so fucked up that they left me speechless. At the time that I was watching it, there were moments that I hated it, but in the end, I have to say that this anime delivered. It said that it was going to be a psychological horror drama, and that is exactly what it became. So overall, I am going to rate Happy Sugar Life at 4 out of 5 stars. I have seen better drama animes and better psychological animes, but I will remember Happy Sugar Life as being a batshit crazy anime that dared to do very extreme things and made it work. There was one anime that I immediately thought of as a recommendation for Happy Sugar Life, being Gakko Gurashi. This anime is also not what it seems at first sight, and that is all that I'm going to tell. Also here, the less you know, the better. Another recommendation is Kuzu no Honkai, or Scum's Wish. This is also a very good psychological anime. Now, it is a romance-based anime, but it is very dark and focuses on the negative aspects of toxic relationships. Highly recommended if you're into psychological animes. And with that, I conclude my review of Happy Sugar Life. As usual, you can find the full list of all my animes and reviews over at Anime Planet. As usual, I will put a link in the description box down below. Now, if you want me to review a particular anime from this list, please put it in the comments. Also, if you have a recommendation for me, put it in the comments as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. Then I will say, arigatou gozaimasu, and I will see you all in the next video.